On behalf of CNBC TV18 and AU Small Finance Bank, may I welcome all of you, big and small. In fact, this hall is full of only big people. Thank you very much for joining us in celebrating underappreciated people. I want to thank in particular AU Small Finance Bank for giving us this idea, for partnering it. You know, we normally have banks which give us a slogan about profit from us or profit with us. This is a revolutionary slogan, and I will speak to Sanjay Agarwal later on that. There are a lot more good work and revolutionary work done by a lot of underappreciated people, and that is what our program Badlaav Humse Hai celebrates.
बदलाव हमसे है ये एक शानदार पहल है। आज इस कार्यक्रम में कुछ ऐसे खास शख्सियत सम्मानित हो रहे हैं जिन्होंने अपने बुलंद हौसले से बदलाव की नई कहानी लिखी है। ये सभी अपनी सोच को हकीकत में बदलकर हमें हर रोज़ नई प्रेरणा देते हैं। सही रास्ते पर चलने और लोगों के लिए अच्छा काम करने की संतुष्टि का कोई जोड़ नहीं होता। दुनिया में बदलाव लाने का यही जज्बा नेटवर्क 18 और AU स्मॉल फाइनेंस बैंक की इस पहल बदलाव हमसे है।
We are particularly thankful to the government of Maharashtra. Not only has the Chief Minister given us words of encouragement, we are also encouraged by the fact that he has requested a senior minister, Mr. Mangal Prabhat Lodha, to attend the function and to guide us. Mr. Lodha, we are particularly glad that you have personally come and encouraged us in this function. May I request you to come and say a few words.
नेटवर्क 18 द्वारा आयोजित इस सामाजिक सम्मान समारोह में भारत के कोने कोने से आए हुए ऐसे लोग जिन्होंने संसद में बैठकर नहीं बल्कि छोटे से गांव में बैठकर, किसी स्कूल की शेड में बैठकर, किसी मेकशिफ्ट हॉस्पिटल में बैठकर भारत में जो सरकार को करना चाहिए और सरकार जिसमें कम पड़ी वो जिन लोगों ने किया है उनको बहुत बहुत सलाम, उनका बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन। माननीय पंत प्रधान नरेंद्र भाई मोदी ने जिस तरह से 2014 के अंदर भारत में बदलाव लाने की शुरुआत की थी और जब तक ये भारत का पूरा बदलाव सब लोग हम एक तरीके से नहीं सोचने लग जाएं और हर व्यक्ति को उसका सम्मान नहीं मिले, तब तक ये बदलाव की प्रक्रिया चलती रहेगी। दिल्ली में मोदी जी चलाते रहेंगे, भारत में नेटवर्क 18 चलाता रहेगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
With that, let me invite the person who actually gave us the inspiration for this. May I invite Sanjay Agarwal, the Managing Director and CEO of AU Small Finance Bank. Mr. Sanjay Agarwal, the Managing Director and CEO of AU Small Finance Bank, he's a man who genuinely works from the grassroots, a man who is genuinely very close to his customers.
Thank you.
Sanjay, the main thing I wanted to ask you is, आपने बदलाव लाया कैसे?
Yeah.
Have you made a difference which is different from other banks?
2015 when we got the license, I would appreciate the regulator. They allowed us to become a bank from a universal to small finance bank. I think सबसे बड़ा बदलाव तो small finance bank को लेके आए गए, because we were knowing PSU banks हैं, private sector banks हैं, but suddenly you saw a small finance bank, right?
Yes.
So it's not easy for regulator also. So I think we brought that change that, let's go small, let's go more inclusive, and we brought the Badlaav in the sense that we want to price the depositors with a higher interest rate and really want to give loans to the smaller guys who are into the hinterlands, right? If you go deeper in the banking, so in banking what we have done the changes, like, we are paying monthly interest. Banks generally charge you monthly, but pay you maybe quarterly or maybe 6 months, right? But we started the practice that, if you charge monthly, you have to pay monthly. I think that's the biggest change, and I think no bank is doing in this country as of now.
How do you conquer the lack of literacy? I mean, everyone who comes to the bank does not know to read and write or read and write with felicity.
Yeah.
वो बदलाव आप कैसे conquer करते हो?
Honestly, Lata, I don't think that banks are supposed to teach you, right? We don't challenge people, right? We need to facilitate the entire banking ecosystem around them and their own likings, right? So in the village area, Lata, and I used to talk to my people back at the time of demonetization that बैंकों के आगे बाहर लाइन लगती थी स्लिप भरने के लिए because people were not supposed to write. They don't know how to write the slips. So when we became a bank, we said no. It's a time of technology. Why can't the cashier give them a slip and they just come and give the money and we should issue them a slip, right? And that's a huge hit. And that's happened because of your technology helping in giving the system-driven slips, right?
Yeah, I guess Jan Dhan and
Like,
Aadhaar.
for example, 25 years back, you were having a ration card. A bank account opening was done in 1 month time with the 2 guarantors. Now, when we started a bank, we gave a tap banking to every single individual to open a bank account in 2 minutes through your Aadhaar, right? But these are the changes we brought in to facilitate the banking seamless, convenient, and easy.
Have you seen Badlaav in your borrowers?
I think completely. I think I have not seen only in borrowers, to be very honest, entire country, entire world, society in large in last 30, 40 years has completely Badlaav themselves. And borrower, I think if you see, everybody is talking about an amazing credit run for next 10 years because 20 years back, we were afraid of lending. कि आप पैसे खो देंगे. But I think by evidence of CIBIL, by evidence of culture of repaying you back, I think the credit culture in this country has gone to next level, right? I think if lending becomes safe, banking becomes safe, right?
आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर.
I think
hope
it
that
will be there.
happens.
It will be there. Yeah.
Thank you very much,
so
Sanjay Agarwal, and for partnering us.
No, thank
with
you so much.
Badlaav
Pleasure.
Humse.
Thank you so much.
And now I want to invite one person who has made a difference to thousands, hundreds of thousands of very small children. They are our future, and Mr. Kailash Satyarthi has made a difference to literally hundreds, I should say millions of children. Mr. Satyarthi, may I welcome you to the stage. What was this magical moment that made you live for something other than yourself?
I was 5.5 years old and went to a normal municipal school. And when I was entering, I saw a cobbler boy sitting outside the school gate at the doorstep along with his father. So one day I gathered my courage when I was coming back from school. I stopped and asked this to this boy कि बेटा भाई तुम स्कूल क्यों नहीं जाते हो? लेकिन उसके पिता ने खड़े होकर कहा हाथ जोड़कर, बाबूजी मैंने तो कभी सोचा नहीं. And that made me angry that what my mother, my teachers, the wise people say कि भाई ये तो चलता है, ये क्यों चलता है, मेरे साथ क्यों नहीं चलता? मेरे लिए तो कहा गया था कि स्कूल जाएंगे 5-6 साल के सब बच्चे और एक बच्चा बाहर क्यों है? That gave me a different perspective. I started questioning the whole world.
The first felicitation category is the healthcare nurturers. As the name suggests, this category encompasses change makers focused on improving accessibility and availability of healthcare in the nation. Let me invite in this category Dr. Subodh Kumar Singh. Calling Kiran Verma on the stage next. Next up, Swagatika Acharya. Next up, Harjinder Singh. Well, congratulations to the healthcare nurturers and thank you, guests.
Dr. Shinde, there are a lot of people over here who would like to scale up their work. What kind of help can they expect from government or corporates when they want to scale up? Are government doors open? How do they approach you?
This government is for the common people. This government is always open for everything. For health sector, I would really welcome each and everyone here we have developed a PPP model in the government system. It is the responsibility of the government. Government का काम है health service provide करो, infrastructure दो, सब दो, लेकिन सब government नहीं कर सकते. Government cannot do everything. So it is like people like all of us, public-private partnership, like your bank, AU Bank, like other people who can come and join with the government and strengthen the infrastructure. We have done this. We have experimented this, and we are been successful in doing a public-private partnership. और based on the PPP, there is zero cash counter. Any element, कोई भी बड़े से बड़े बीमारी हो, छोटा से छोटा बीमारी हो, वहाँ पर जो सर्विस होता है, वहाँ पर जो ऑपरेशंस होते हैं, ट्रीटमेंट होते हैं, एक भी रुपया जो पेशेंट को लगता नहीं. It is all borne by the government and government schemes. I have my own organization, foundation, where we do lot of work in healthcare.
Deeply thankful to you,
And
Dr.
we are
Shikha.
all, government is open for each and everyone, so they can expand their horizon and come join with the government. Government will help in any form.
उत्तम टिब्रेवाल, आप लोग बदलाव कैसे लाते हो?
When last year हम जब सोच रहे थे, we were 3 years of bank, कि nobody knows about the AU Bank, AU Small Finance Bank, and we went to our creative agency, ad agency, and went to Amir Khan, कि we want to create awareness about the bank. So they asked कि आप क्या करते हैं, क्या किया आपने? So frankly speaking, Lata, when we sat there and we were briefing ad agency about us for last 25 years of history, when we were NBFC coming from those hinterlands, from those people where they don't have any credit access to them, When we told them what we did for the last 25 years, they all got so excited. They said, you are the really changing agents. You are the change agents of the society. आप ऐसी सोसाइटी को सर्व कर रहे हैं 25 साल से और आपने पूरा बदलाव लाए हैं हम. तो ये बदलाव वर्ड वहाँ से आया और फिर वहाँ से आया कि यार बदलाव हमसे है. हम सब मिलेंगे तो बदलाव होगा. जो which सत्यार्थी साहब ने बोला कि resonates like that. It's just a very strong statement. So from there we got this Badlaav Humse Hai, and we did the campaign, and from there Network 18 supported us and picked this statement, and today we are here. So thank you so much Network 18 and all August present here, Lata. And Lata, banking, what we learned from last 25 years as NBFC and now 5.5 years as a bank, banking is by the people for the people. It's a people's business. You need to understand people, you need to go to people, you need to understand their behavior, their psychology, and what they want, what they found. And as a banking, I take it is a service industry, and it's a payback to society. It's not just a banking, it's a commercial decision, it's a payback to society, because we come from those very humble background, middle class families. Becoming bank, it's a godsend opportunity. And me and Sanjay always think that how we can pay back to society through this banking. And banking is such that strong platform that you touch the lives of everybody. Since you become newborn and to the end, banking is the bedrock of everything. So we are living it to it, and we are owning this Badlaav Humse Hai, and thanks to you for giving us this platform to present ourselves here. Thank you so much, Lata. Yeah.
May your tribe increase, Uttam, and may you change more lives.
I would request all the guests and Lata ma'am to stay back as we move on to the second set of Badlaav Humse Hai felicitation category, Heroes of the Environment. Now, this category is dedicated to the change makers who are working towards protecting and conserving the environment, contributing to a cleaner and greener tomorrow. Let's call upon stage the heroes of the environment to felicitate them. Let me first invite Divya Shetty and Vishnu Vardhan. Next on stage, Amaresh Naresh Samant. Professor Chetan Singh Solanki on the stage. Next up, I would like to invite on stage Atul Sareen.
Now, our next conversation is themed, and it's my favorite theme, women reformers, leading from the front. And I would like to invite back on stage Diya Mirza and also social activist Ms. Sudha Varghese, who is championing the cause of empowering the Musahars, that is the Mahadalit community of Bihar. Ms. Varghese, how did a lady from Kottayam land up with tribals in Bihar? How did that change happen?
When I was studying in class 8, I happened to see a magazine with some article on Bihar with the focus on the poor and the poverty of the people in Bihar. So this really shook me. So I felt that this is very unjust, that some people have to live on the roadside in broken huts and nothing is being done for them. So that time I decided that I want to come to Bihar and see who these poor are and what this poverty is like.
Dear, do you think that women are bigger change makers? At least in our list, we noticed an overwhelming number of women among change makers. Something in our DNA?
Oh, absolutely. There's got to be, but also according to very recent reports that were focused on change makers during the global pandemic, women came out the best, with the strongest leadership, the most efficient leadership, the most empathetic leadership globally. So I think we're capable of doing wonderful things so long as we can help each other and support one another.
Let's now move on to the next third category of Badlaav Humse Hai felicitation category, the Pathfinders. This category is dedicated to the change makers who have paved the way for inclusive and sustainable growth by empowering the underprivileged with their initiatives. I would also like to invite now Gulpanag. She's done some great movies like Door. I would like to invite her on stage to join Sudha Varghese, Diya Mirza and Lata Venkatesh to felicitate Badlaav Humse Hai's The Pathfinders. I would now like to call upon the Pathfinders one by one and felicitate them here on the stage. Hasina Kharbi. Calling on stage next, Ruma Devi. Next up, Dr. Yoga S. Nambiar. Calling next is Sukhia Bai. I would now like to call upon stage Piyush Bardia.
Now I want to call upon stage, may I invite Mr. Prakash Baba Amte onto the stage. What made you adopt Gadchiroli and the people of Gadchiroli as your home? What was the inspiration?
It was a challenging work, basically, because they didn't want civilized people to work for them. They never invited.
Okay.
They are suspicious.
तो उनका
Suspicious थे. Experience बुरा होगा शायद.
शायद.
Yeah.
और वहाँ पे
तो that was testing our patience. कोई planning नहीं था. दोनों डॉक्टर थे हम लोग. तो अस्पताल चलाएंगे. That was enough. उतना ही चलाते तो ठीक था. लेकिन जब लोगों का विश्वास आया लैंग्वेज सीखने के बाद तो पता चला डॉक्टर बोलते खाना खाने के बाद आप दवाई लो या इनके पास खाने के लिए अनाज नहीं है. तो फिर हमने बोला इनको खाना कैसा या न्यूट्रिशन के लिए खेती सिखाना चाहिए. और अवेयरनेस के लिए स्कूल स्टार्ट किया.
So आपने सिर्फ मेडिकल हेल्प नहीं, आपने 360 डिग्री
नेचुरली वो ग्रोथ है. तो सबने मिलकर एक टीम वर्क था और जहाँ एजुकेशन जीरो था वहाँ हमने मौका दिया. आज बहुत से बच्चे डॉक्टर बने, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट है. अच्छी बात यह है कि हमारे बच्चे भी उन्हीं के साथ पढ़े, आदिवासी के साथ में, और उनका एजुकेशन पूरा होने के बाद वो वापस आके वहीं जंगल में हमारे साथ काम कर रहे हैं.
This brings us to the last Badlaav Humse Hai felicitation category, Progress Makers. Now, this category is dedicated to the change makers who have taken transformative steps that have resulted in large-scale progress. Well, inviting on stage the first progress maker, Sultan Palsania. Next up, inviting on stage Faisal Ali Dutt. Next up, I would like to call upon Dr. Gayatri Vasudevan. Calling upon stage next, Mr. Mahesh Jadhav. Calling upon next, Mr. Prateek Khandelwal.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to congratulate Network18 and AU Small Finance Bank for organizing this event, which recognizes the work of people who are change makers, जो लोग हमारे समाज में बदलाव लाते हैं, हमारी जिंदगियों को बेहतर बनाते हैं. So I'd like to congratulate all the winners for the wonderful work that you have done.
This is a real puja, this is a real worship. You are serving the children of God. You are trying to bring the change, and it is always a great satisfaction you get. Helping people is a really gives enormous happiness to ourselves.
This is the time for our youngsters to work hard, to be disciplined, to have a good work ethic, to have high aspirations, and achieve the possibly impossible, achieve something that we can all be truly proud of. And that is really possible because we are at that takeoff stage.
Every one of you, thank you very much for coming, and a very big thank you to the AU Small Finance Bank, Sanjay, Uttam, Shurveer. I know it's not just the three of you, the entire board is here. Thank you very much for inspiring us to do something meaningful in our daily grind. We are deeply grateful for making this one of the best evenings that CNBC TV18 has ever put up.